This is day 48 of Learn and Speak Off the Cuff. The reason why people find speaking off the cuff so difficult is because they rely far too heavily on idea generation, which is inefficient and it's difficult for the brain to do because the brain can't keep up with the mouth. And hence you end up rambling or just stopping dead in your tracks because you don't know what to say next. When you're speaking impromptu, you need some techniques that you can use and fall back on when this happens. Today I learned one that's incredibly effective. You need to be able to switch your brain to its more efficient form, which is recall mode. So how do you go about doing that? If you have a point that you want to deliver, try and frame it around a given scenario or story, whether or not it's true or not. What do I mean by that? I'll give an example. If you're a fitness creator, let's say you're talking about the difference between discipline and motivation. And the point that you want to make is discipline is far greater than motivation, or it allows you to do more things than motivation. You could frame that in the story of, I woke up yesterday, I didn't want to go to the gym, I was tired, I felt a bit ill, but I went anyway. I did my sets, I did the reps, I put in the work, and at the end of it, I felt so much better. And now I'm on track to do that every single day, and I'm far more motivated to do so. You could frame that point in a story, in a personal anecdote, which does a couple of things. One is it allows you to speak about that point far more fluidly and in a flow of consciousness because you are able to talk about stories and scenarios and descriptive language far better than just listing a state of facts and having to remember all 10 of them. And number two, from your audience's point of view, is it increases your engagement of the talk or presentation that you're giving because people love stories. It's the reason why films and fiction books are so popular. They can follow along more easily and they can understand the point far greater when there is a story attached to it. And they'll also remember it for longer after the talk. So in summary, what have I learned today? I've learned that if you want to demonstrate your point to your audience, if you can frame that in a scenario or a story, not only will it help you as a speaker, but it'll also make your talk far more engaging. This is day 48.